like this video, and subscribe or Shrek will visit you tonight. How schools expect you to leave the burning building. Me. I'll study at 11. My clock. 10:65 hours. Me at home. Me at school. When you get a B+, you get 1 mark off an A. Students having trouble. Schools. Smart students. Students having mental breakdowns in October. Watching the teacher solve a quadratic equation. Solving it by myself. When someone gets an answer completely wrong and the teacher says good try. When you actually studied this time. The exam questions are completely different from what you studied. My brain before 1 month of exam. My brain before 1 week of exam. My brain during the weekend before exam. Try to figure out how the duck to teach kids about taxes or draw 25 school. That feeling when you realize there's another side to the test. Projects due in 3 hours. Procrastinate. Projects due in 3 minutes. Projects due in 3 minutes. My friends going home every day at 13:30 hours. Me who makes triple the number of classes my friends do. Essay due in 2 days. Me who would do anything else. When wake up at 11:50 and realize you have homework due in 11:59. Me explaining to my English teacher why I used a dash instead of a semicolon. Me when I ripped a paper that was important in class. Wow, that's so weird they just disappeared. Wrote a 470 word college essay. Just found out the word limit is 250. Me presenting my project that I finished 3:17 in the morning. Welcome tourist. We speak English. Monday is in 2 days. Panic. Monday is a holiday in your country. Say hi to the kid you hate. Shut up. Shaking my head. Give us some education debt relief then. We've made the 2019 Fortune 500 list. Fortune 500. The Lion. The Witch and the audacity of this butch. The teacher forgetting about the homework. The teacher's pet reminds the teacher. Strategies that unnecessarily overcomplicate questions. Literally anything else. English teachers. No one. The school system to neurodivergent children. You simply have less value. Someone asks the teacher how their weekend was. The council will decide your fate. Class. We have to do math today so get ready. But we are supposed to have lunch early today. The schedule has been changed. What? How? I'm the dumbest man alive. I didn't know the name of the person who sat next to me's name in form after 11 weeks. You're clearly dumber. When that annoying kid at school makes you jump. Stealth. Me excited for Thanksgiving break. Parent-teacher conference. The day before break. You got a 90% on the test. That's the lowest score in your class. When your test is tomorrow and your teacher is explaining something. After a week of learning something and finally understand it. When the quiet kid speaks. Teacher tries to simplify something complex. Know-it-all student actually gives complicated explanation. Teacher, listen here, you little shut. When you have to give a note to your friend on the other side of the class, but one of the classmates in your midst starts reading it. Where are those transmissions you intercepted? What have you done with those plans? Me. Clicks my pen randomly during class. The kid who understands Morse code being entertained by the story of how I plan to make Moldova worship the Soviet Union with a McFlurry. YouTube. Students watching long pre-recorded lectures. ×2 playback speed. When elementary school students finally go back to school after this is over. Seniors receiving their diplomas this year. PDF. PDF. Hey professor, we haven't had any classes this semester. Learn from online videos then. But your fees is $50,000. When you're going 90 miles per hour in a school zone and the preschoolers are crossing the street, this is where the fun begins. Physics teacher. There are 3 states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. That one kid that knows about plasma. What I'm about to say may contradict God's teachings. Me. Have you guys noticed there hasn't been any school shootings lately? Not all heroes wear capes. Me getting a 70 in 6th grade. Me getting a 70 now. American school system. Useless shut. Me. Science teachers, when you mix water and food coloring without wearing safety goggles, we're all gonna die. Student. Oh, now I get it. Teacher. Me on the last day of quarantine. Thanks guys. Video games, memes, sleep, no stress, free time, so long, partner. Student. Why didn't I get an A? Teacher. Did you even study? Student. When you cut your hair with some scissors in the school. Barber. Students. You have freed us. Crown virus. Oh. I wouldn't say freed. More like under new management. Teachers over 50. Me coming to school. Teacher. The answer was obvious. The answer. Teacher. Can anyone answer the question? Me accidentally making eye contact. Getting a good education. Sitting on your phone watching memes. Me in 7th grade. 7th graders. I fear no man. 7th graders. But that thing. Report card. 7th graders. It scares me. Me. Brings lunchbox from lunch. Kids in my class. I'm once again asking for your food and capricins. Teachers. The school food isn't that bad. The food. If school isn't a place to sleep, then home isn't a place to study. Teachers. No. This isn't how you're supposed to play the game. Me at 11:48 PM. All the projects that were assigned last week. Girls using math in real life. OMG, good thing I learned this in school. Boys. Me 5 hours before my examination, sleep deprived, trying to learn something so that I'd pass the semester. Classmate. Curses. Me. I'm going to tell the teacher. Them. Please don't. Me. Raise his hand to go to the bathroom. Teachers trying to stop a YouTube video from auto-playing. Students. My little brother. I hate elementary school. Me. Calls in a UCAV to blow up his elementary school. My little brother. What the duck, man. Me. What can I say except you're welcome? When I try to enter the hallway at school and a small kid is blocking it. Destroy item. You are about to destroy child. Are you sure? Yes. Yes. The entire class. The one weird kid. Teacher. You are here to learn. Me. No, I'm here because it's the law. Teenagers. Schools don't give us enough time to sleep. Also teenagers at 2 AM. When you don't understand what the teacher is explaining, but don't want to be the one to ask. Invisible confusion. The only thing I learned properly at school. School has taught me how to hold in my shut for 8 hours. Nobody is born cool. Except of course, people who stall the class on purpose for others. 5th grade me, when the teacher assigns me to take the class pet home and take care of it. When your favorite teacher shouts at you for the first time. When the quiet kid shouts, I'm done with being made fun of all the time. Chuckles. I'm in danger. Me walking into school with McDonald's after my doctor's appointment. Bell. Rings. Teacher. Don't go until I. The class. When the teacher asks if you have any questions, but you sit there in silence because you don't even know what you don't even know. Students, when someone knocks on the door during a test, who can it be now? When the quiet kid started counting down, spit. School nurse, broken arm, heart attack, brain aneurysm, here's an ice pack. Schools, students, how to pay taxes and get a job. When I see a video and suddenly remember that I have to go to school tomorrow. When you steal your friend's pencil from his desk, this will make a fine addition to my collection. Teacher, there are 10 minutes left in class. You could get started on your homework. Literally everybody. No, I don't think I will. Me laying in bed at 4 AM realizing I forgot something to study for physics. In school, social studies is not social studies, it's just history. Mom, time for school. Me on 2 hours of sleep. The pain. It's unbearable. Me enjoying the last day of holiday. School actually started today. Your child's mental health is more important than their grades. My parents. Is it too much to ask for both? What the teacher tells us. What the test asks us. Going back to school after break to meet your friends. This one sparks joy. Going back to school after break to study. This one does not spark joy. Zero tolerance. If a kid defended himself from attackers, he would get the same punishment as the attackers. Schools, don't be on a device more than 2 hours a day. Also, schools gives you an iPad and make you use it more than 5 hours a day. Visible confusion. School teachers, when they see a student is struggling. Well, as you know, we are not the US Marines. We leave a man behind. Active shooter with military grade weapons. American public school students. Kid who's had their hand up for so long that they had to take it down because they literally couldn't hold it up for any longer. Teachers. Kid who's stretching. Teachers. People who finish the exam extremely fast. People who run out of time. Failing. Teacher. Says anything after get a Chromebook. Me. No. I don't think I will. My mom checking my grades. Me realizing I have an F. Nobody. School Wi-Fi routers. The entire class. The kid who copied my answers. Student. Finally defends himself from a bully after years of abuse. Teachers. Unfortunately for you, history will not see it that way. Me looking for my will to study. Chat. Can't. Email. I cannot. Essay of 3,000 words. Henceforth, I'm unable to can. When someone asks you how school is going, no worries. The unofficial class court, when the smart kid didn't help in the test, you are excused of anti-Soviet behavior. The court finds you guilty and sentences you to be shot. Schools. Tell us if you're being bullied, and we'll take care of it. Student. Is being bullied. Schools. Hold up. I just realized how much I don't care. The PE teacher, when someone can't run 420 miles in 6.9 seconds. When you get to the communist unit in your history class. I've been looking forward to this. I finally found it. After 15 years. The scroll of truth. Schools give you sleep. You just stay up. Nia. When you pick up your backpack, but it's lighter than usual. Something's wrong, I can feel it. School. Gets computers for education. Students. Use them to game. Schools. Everyone. Why did you buy 104 watermelons? The dude in math problems. My goals are beyond your understanding. turning in school and making your parents proud, screwing around with your friend, me a middle schooler, barely passing a test in high school, barely passing a test in college. When you see someone with a bad grade and their bad grade is your easy class, pathetic. When you acting up in class and the teacher threatens to call your parents, but you are an orphan. When you supposed to be doing work on the school computer, but you playing games and the teacher sneak up behind you and say, "Go ahead and log off for me." When you're hitting it from behind, and the teacher asks what you doing with the class pet. Google. When was school invented? 1837. Credit for our modern version of the school system usually goes to Horace Mann, when he became Secretary of Education in Massachusetts in 1837. He set forth his vision for a system of professional teachers who would teach students an organized curriculum of basic content. Children before 1837. They're grooving. Teacher. I think I forgot something. Class. If you forgot, then it wasn't important. Teacher. Yeah, you're right. Homework. The whole classroom when my name is in the question. Class will finish at 1500 hours. 1484 hours. The class. Field trip to the zoo. The class. Field trip to the zoo. You have to take notes. Telling stories from their love life. Teachers in high school. Actually teaching. Teacher trying to teach me math. Just let go. Be in the moment. Me. I'm in the moment. It's a terrible moment. Me and my friend after our PowerPoint presentation. The teacher and the rest of the class. The entire class when you raise your hand to ask a question. Student is excited to relax and enjoy the weekend. Teacher, I'm gonna do what's called a pro gamer move. My high school had a $10 fine for swearing on campus. One time a kid got caught saying shut during gym. When the principal told him to pay up, he handed him a 20 and said keep the duck in change. He's too dangerous to be left alive. When the class doesn't maintain silence, so you pull out a silencer. The clock doesn't dismiss you. The Glock does. The entire class. Packing up. Teacher. Sit your ace down, we still have 32 seconds left. The entire class. When the teacher keeps on talking to the class after the bell rings. Butch, we got places to go. Spends an entire week studying. Me during the test. Remember, clicking doorknobs is illegal on other planets. When you don't study. A, B, C, D. When the teacher makes you sit next to a girl and she starts crying. I'm aware of the effect I have on women. When you check your answers after the exam and you actually got some right. Me. Studying for days to prepare for a test. The kid who only studied minutes before the test. F. A+. When you are fully aware of the stuff you have looked up on your computer and the teacher says for you to go to the front desk with your computer. Hey cool. I'm dead. Notes. Average. Maths test. When it's the end of semester and you close your 3652 tabs and shut your laptop down for the first time in 14 weeks. You can rest now. Teacher. The lowest score on the exam was a 27%. Other classmates who got a 27%. My dumb self. Observe. When the school gets out of lockdown and nobody dies. They had us in the first half. Not gonna lie.